Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Fun Size, and today we're taking on the 8th anniversary event, and this is the 7th stage of this event. This is part 1 of the 7th stage, and we're going in with no items or anything of the sort, right? And we're also taking this team here, the Vegeta and Trunks team, or the team led by Vegeta and Trunks, because let's be honest, boys, they've carried me this far. They're ridiculous, so why change it, right? So, let's jump in, boys. Alright, boys, let's get it started. Okay, so we got Vegeta and Trunks on first rotation. That's wonderful. They'll be able to get their hits. We can build them up. That's good. We're actually going to put Vegeta first because I want him to get his hits and not, like, sell later, because I've had him do that, where he didn't get enough hits and then we die, and I wonder why. Because he's no longer guarding after so many turns. It's stupid. Anyway, again, how's everybody doing today? I'm doing great myself. Feeling good, you know. feeling like I got a lot more of myself, more energy and everything. But anyway, oh my gosh. That support coming in clutch, baby. 7-2, 7-2. Love that from Vegeta and Trunks. Just, you know, it's a wonderful sight to see them do well. Ever since I got them Rainbow, they've just hold a special place in my heart. You know? They just hold that special place because they're just great. And their team's only going to get better in the future, and overall they're just dope. Okay, I love them. I love that unit. I need more of them. Anyway, I was thinking to myself, right? I said, well, what is this, you know, part 2 of Kale and Caulifla, or excuse me, not Kale and Caulifla, of Kale, right? Like her celebration right now that's going on. Part 2. What are we thinking? What are the speculations here, boys? Do we think it's like another, like a hit, right, that goes in slot 1 that's amazing? Or do we think it's gonna be a tank? Or do we think it's gonna be like an offensive powerhouse? Right? Because we've got an offensive powerhouse with Kale. Now granted, it is a TUR, but have you seen the numbers? I'm sure you've seen the numbers, right? She's ridiculous, and then she's defensive maniac when she transforms. Like, she's very solid, very good unit. However, I will say, her support and her teams aren't looking too snazzy, you know. So what are we gonna do about that, Akatsuki? What are we gonna do? Are you gonna give us something that actually can go in slot 1 and then allow her to just go absolutely bananas? Because if that's the case, that's what we need. That's what we want. Or, you know, in general, that would be ideal, right? Because right now, she's in an okay spot as far as, like, the unit itself, but her help, everything else, garbage, trash. Get rid of it. Or make it better. In which case, we still need to see some more, because that Kale and Caulifla, you know, that LR Easy A, that, I'm gonna be honest, I'm sucking my teeth at that one, but man, are you serious? That's it? Like, that's all you guys did for them? I mean, I know you guys wanted to bury that unit because it was too strong, but we're in a different era now. Like, come on, guys. Come on. We could have made it massively raised defense, or, you know, something. Like, granted, the unit is not like fodder anymore. No, not by any stretch of the imagination. However, it's definitely not up to snuff, because, you know, let's be honest, they have to attack a million times, and yes, they stack up relatively quickly. Like, let's not downplay them, right? Like, I don't want to do that. But if they get supered by anybody that's, you know, worth their salt as far as these bosses go, they're gonna be struggling a bit. And you can't throw them in slot 1, so then Kale can't benefit, you know, in any way during the early stages of the fight. So, I mean, something's gotta give. We need something a little better. So hopefully, we're all on our knees here, praying that that Akatsuki gives us something actually, like, worth summoning for with this new LR coming out for part 2. So, hey, everybody, we need everybody's contribution here. We need everybody hoping and suggesting to Akatsuki, hey, make it good, please. We need all the good energy we can get, okay? Give it here. Give it here, and then we can disperse it. Anyway, all in all, though, I really do hope that it's good. Because if it's not, that's gonna leave a really sour taste in a lot of people's mouths. Especially for those who really enjoy the Kale and Khalifa unit in itself. Because a lot of people hold that unit dear. I do know that as well. Because, well, you know, they want the support for the Saiyan girls. Like, don't get me wrong, like, they're not the most sought after units, but, you know, they alright. You know, they're still Saiyans. We love our Saiyans, you know. But the unit when it came out was too strong. So now they're trying to make up for that by saying, "Oh, your EZA, it sucks. Sorry, but we're not bringing that unit back," which is kind of unfair if you think about it, because you know I get it that it's the Goku and Vegeta show, but guys, come on, we don't need 700 different Gokus and Vegetas that are dominating the game. Like we do like other units, guys. You know that, right? Like, it's cool to see the same two just completely wreak havoc on everything, which we're gonna see from pretty much forever anyway. Like, like the way they've got it structured, like with the Vegeta and Trunks team and everything, like this team is gonna become absurd, and it already is. Like, look what it's doing right now. Like, this is supposed to be like new content, and it's just walking through it. Now, don't look at my health bar right now, and you know we don't have to have that argument. But anyway, they're only going to get stronger. And I keep saying that because it's wild to me that, one, I have the unit rainbowed. You know, that in itself is a feat. And then secondly, just how strong they really are. Like, it only makes me somewhat fearful because it makes me fearful in a way that's like, okay, well, when they get their EZA or when they fall off, how are they going to get treated? You know? Or in the future, what if bosses disable guard? You know, like I wouldn't put it past them, because if they start doing stuff like that, where you know bosses disable guard and you know we disable dodge and guard, like it's gonna happen, boys. Like it's gonna happen. So what happens when it does happen? Like what happens to all these units? Like what are the units gonna look like? Let's say 2 years from now, if the game is still running at full steam like it is now. Like, what are the units going to look like? Because I don't see it being like it's slowing down anytime soon. You know, I don't see that, but I also don't see the bosses not getting harder. You know, the bosses are going to get more difficult, even though right now we're kind of at like a stalemate, because they're trying to catch everything else up in the game, and everybody's kind of like, you know, crying for more content, more, you know, harder content. Well, it's like, yeah, the only reason we want harder content is because look at the teams you gave us. You know, like you gave us some ridiculous teams like Vegeta and Trunks, and everybody's gonna pull them, and then now they want to use them, right? Because everything else in the game just doesn't keep up. Like it just doesn't. You just demolish everything. It's kind of gross. It's kind of gross how you can just slap teams together with these two leading the team, and oh well, there you go. It's just great now, you know. But all in all, like I really I don't know, you know. I don't know what they're gonna do in the future with some of these units, because they really need to just give everybody one of the three major defensive abilities. If like from now on they basically just have to have these abilities, otherwise the cards are garbage. Because everything now needs to either have damage reduction and a bit of it, right? Or you get dodge, or you get guard. And in between all of that, preferably they stack defense as well, or raise defense in a considerable way, right? So I don't know, boys. I don't know. So Vegeta and Trunks, they're very good, as we know, and they were absurd at release, and they're still absurd now. So I don't know if it's just favoritism, and they're like, hey, we really like this unit, and we don't care about anybody else, and we know that you guys care about this unit more than anybody else, so we're gonna sell you this unit, and we're just gonna keep it that way. right? Like if that's what their whole goal is, then sure, like that's fine. But at the same time, like if that's the approach you're going for, please stop fumbling the most like anticipated and hype moments in the game. Least Gohan is what I'm talking about. Like, bro, I was so ready to literally break the bank in any way that I could. Like, I was ready to start asking people for money. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was so ready to like go crazy for the Beast Gohan banner. Like, I didn't get him on global, by the way. Like, I didn't get him. I got Orange Piccolo, thankfully, but you know, this was back in my global days, which was not that long ago. I say that like I'm an old man. But anyway, I was so ready to actually just like break the bank. Like I was. But then as soon as I saw like what he was and you know read his passive and you know let's be honest, I looked at the Truth video and was like, yo, what's popping with my boy? Because that's like one of my favorite characters ever. Like who doesn't like Gohan? Like if you don't like Gohan, go somewhere else. Like I don't have anything for you. Like that's my dude. That's my guy. You know what I'm saying? Like that Gohan is just the best. I mean, even with him being nerdy and a scholar and whatever, like, you know, not wanting to chase the martial artist way, but that's fine. That's fine. He'll learn. He'll learn. Anyway, Gohan to me was just like I wanted it. I wanted it so bad. Like if it would have been a beast, like a proper beast, or even like make that active skill better, or literally any of the things that we would have wanted for Beast Gohan. Like if we would have had that, oh my god, that would have broke records. It already did. It already did. Like, you know, it was a very big celebration. You know, we got #1 very quickly because it was Beast Gohan. Like, come on, or so we thought, right? So we thought it was Beast Gohan. But now we're stuck here with least Gohan because he's really not that good unless he lives at 24 key and he's effective against all types and all that other stuff. And then the way his passive is written, and it's not even guaranteed like additionals the way we want it. Like it is, man. Come on, this is supposed to be Beast Gohan. Now, granted, they're probably going to try to release him later and just be like, "Oh, look, guys, it's Beast Gohan 2 years later. Aren't you guys excited?" Like, come on, guys. Come on, guys. But I don't know. Hopefully they keep going in the right direction because they keep trying to flip flop. They keep trying to keep everybody on their toes, I guess. Because with some of these releases lately, they're just not good. They're just not. And like the things surrounding them, like some of the units are good themselves, but then the units around them suck, or the unit itself is not that crazy, and then oh, the support is bad too, so it's basically useless. Haha. Thanks for the stones. Like it's so jank. It's just it's just not fun right now sometimes because like for example the Kale event right now, there's not much really to do. We're still waiting on the part 2 LR, which could be awful. We don't know, right? So it's kind of a toss up right now. It really is, because if it's bad, people are going to be a little upset. I mean, they're still going to, you know, potentially summon and all that, but they're going to be a little upset, you know? So hopefully they stop with this whole, you know, we're going to make things too strong and whatever. Like, dude, it's a PvE game. It's a single player game. We just want to make our characters have fun. You know, we want to have fun with our characters and let them be strong. But this is just my take on it. You know, this is just me. This is just how I feel after playing the game for so long. And I kind of get that feeling sometimes, but at the same time, like only anniversary time or like big celebrations, like, and it shouldn't feel like that. I feel like if they were to just maintain some of the hype for some of these units just more, or just do it better, guys. Like it's I know it's difficult, but at the same time, like it's really not. If you've already got like a gauge as to how strong something should be for a little while, just go off of that. That's all you gotta do. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Just make this strong enough to do these things, and then when the new batch of content comes out, you got your your new batch of characters that you can, you know, make and everything like that. So I don't know. This is just my opinion, and I wish it would change, but I'm tired of talking about it, honestly, because I don't see it really changing anytime soon, and I'm just, you know, I don't want to keep repeating myself. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That was part 1 of the 7th anniversary stage here, or the 8th anniversary stage. This is the 7th stage, but this is part 1, Gogeta. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!